Hi, I'm Dr. Serge, and yoga is very good for you. But we're gonna do Pilates today because we're gonna focus on the core, the muscles between your pelvic floor and your diaphragm. These are core muscles that we want to stabilize so that all the rest of your movements become lighter. Okay, let's start. So we're gonna start by sitting on the sit bones. Actually, I call this standing on the sit bones. The spine shoots straight up to the sky. You then tilt your pelvis backwards, make your spine round, and try to put down your column one vertebra at a time on the floor. So you have to articulate each vertebra separately. And coming up is not always easy, keeping your feet on the ground. You try first to go down if you cannot come up, and try to slowly come up. All right, so that's a little option more to keep the legs off the ground. And trying to come up just by core power. And then we are ready to do the hundreds. This is the most important exercise, in my opinion, for Pilates. This is an isometrical contraction of your abs. Your abs are not moving, but you change the load with the movement of your arms. And extending your legs gives more load. So keep your legs shorter if you need to, or just your head and neck on the floor. If your neck is not happy, just try to keep it comfortable in the beginning for yourself. We don't stretch the abs after, we just relax in a little ball. We're gonna roll like a ball because that's very good for impacts on the spine, makes your spine stronger. For this, you really need to roll smoothly, so your lower back should be round, not flat or hollow. Don't feel bumps in the floor. And you try to balance from sit bones to shoulders. When you can do that, you also then extend your legs and arms and smile. Coming on all fours, we're gonna try something that is a bit from yoga, but it's an addition for Pilates. You'll see the second foot comes off the ground. And then you have to stay still, totally stable. The stability comes out of your hand. Your knee doesn't give you stability, your hand gives you stability. You connect your hand with your core and the core with the rest of the whole body. So it doesn't look like it, but your whole body is engaging in this position. Trying to stay absolutely still. Everything in Pilates looks easy, but once you do it, you'll feel how and what you have to engage. Relaxing in child pose, always like to do that before we do a stronger one for the flanks. So we're gonna work the obliques. Obliques are on the side of your waist, and this also works your inner thighs, both of them, when you do walking movements with your lower leg. Elegantly moving to the other side. So extend your top leg, ground your foot, and stay in a kind of a lateral plank on your elbow. And also bringing your foot behind your body. All right, this was quite hard. Thank you for coming so far with me. We're gonna stretch a bit to release. So this is a stretch I really love because it stretches your hamstrings, inner thighs, lower back, and flanks all at the same time. And then you try to really go as far as you can down. Takes some time, but I think if you do this regularly, after 4 or 5 months, you're as good as I am. We're gonna do the crisscross now. This is again core power. And we're gonna add the rectus, so your six-pack and the obliques on the side are working here. You come from your elbow to your opposite knee, keeping a little arch under your back. Your navel is always down, your pelvic floor is always engaged. And you take your time. It's not about going fast in Pilates. It's about doing it correctly. We prefer quality to quantity. Also, not often you're going to be sweating. So here we're doing a shoulder bridge. We're trying to again articulate the spine, picking up one vertebra at a time, and then we're going to do in the shoulder bridge leg circles. This is hard because the whole body is not moving. That's your focus in the exercise. Only the leg should move. Your pelvis especially is not wiggling or dropping in level. Try to really keep your grounding perfectly still and moving the leg only. You'll feel about everything in your body working, also your shoulders and arms coming down. And also this one I picked out of the yoga practice, but I adjusted it a bit to Pilates. This is a fish pose, where we engage the muscles of the spine just in between the shoulder blades to remedy the hunchbacks we are creating with all the smartphones and the computers. So this really works a lot on the muscles of your upper spine to take out the hunch. We're gonna do a bit stronger for the whole spine, and the back of the legs is a beam. You're grounding on your shoulders and shoulder blades. Head and neck are relaxed, and you lift up your whole body. You can stay longer than you think in this exercise. This is very, very easily to stabilize. Another one here is pelvis is on the floor, and with your hands behind your shoulders, you're lifting up your whole spine, working on the muscles of your shoulders. So after a little relaxation, you stop whenever you want. This is again a very strong one for the obliques. You take a 45 tilt in your pelvis, and you keep your core engaged, your pelvic floor engaged, and breathe out when you're lifting up your legs. Keeping your legs still, you can also lift up your upper body. You see I'm breathing out with an open mouth. We breathe out like we make steam on a window, because this really is important to not obstruct your exhaling. Same thing on the other side. Pelvis 45 degrees, align your elbow, shoulder, and ear far from your shoulder. And in the beginning this will be quite intense, but you can build it up as slow or as fast as you want. And the hardest one is upper body and legs at the same time at the end, if you really want to go crazy. All right. Yes, this one you feel, I'm sure. So to release a bit the abs, we're gonna work a bit on the back again. So we have the elbows as well as the shoulders. We ground the feet and the legs completely to make sure that when we point out the arm like a hunting dog would do, we don't want to compensate with the head and upper back. We like to keep the whole alignment and stay absolutely still. Only the arm would move. In this position, we always lift up the navel off the floor, keep that engaged to protect your lower back, because this one is very hard for the lower back. This is a preparation for swan. Yeah. And then you relax, but in that position, you try to always keep your navel off the floor and breathe with the navel off the floor. Not easy for everyone, but you just imagine your navel could be off the ground. This is a balancing on the knees. Looks easier than it is. So you see my feet are not on the floor, my pelvis is forward and tilted backwards. And random motions in my arms will challenge me to keep my balance. It's very important to keep the connection upper body with the upper thighs and the knees on the floor. Thank you. Good work, guys.
Thank you for watching. We've been on location at the Miskawaan Health Group retreat on Koh Samui in Thailand, and we look forward to you joining us here again very soon.